trim the tree. How much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas.
Hey YouTube, it's Ara and Nana. Yeah. So today we're coming to you because it's close to the holiday time, and we figured that we would make some easy beginner meals that actually look and taste gourmet and fancy for the beginners. So today we're gonna make smoked turkey wings broth. This is good for if you have to make stuffing. This is good if you want to extra glaze your turkey, if you want to make collard greens, if you want to make green beans, if you want to make gravy. So it's a wide variety of things that you can do with it. And the good thing about it is you can make it weeks in advance. You can always refrigerate or freeze the broth once you're done with it. So it's about 2.5 weeks before Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna start my broth because I love it to be marinated. Um, so I don't have to add so much seasoning to the things that I do make with the broth. So I'm gonna show you a few things that we're gonna use today. Real simple, real basic. You can find them at your Stop and Shop, Price Right, Shop Right, Save a Lot, cheap stores, expensive stores, wherever you want to go, you can find them. You can even find the smoked turkey wings at your local meat markets and butcher shops. So what we're gonna use today is Stallmeyer smoked turkey wings, and it comes in a pack like this. They're really cheap. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the price in there for you, but oh yeah, look at that. They were $3.98 and only $1.99 a pound. Obviously, I have 2 pounds of it. So that's our main thing we're gonna need for it. So you need smoked turkey wings, or you can use regular turkey wings. You can use ham hocks. You can also use neck bones. You can use any kind of flavor that you want. You just have to have a meat. Okay. Then I'm gonna use a smaller, on the smaller end size egg. I'm sorry, onion. This is an egg. Sticks. Well, this is an average size onion. It was not small, but it's not medium either. This is more small. We're gonna use that. We're gonna dice it up real nice. Get you a nice knife. I like to use my Farberware. If you cannot see that, oh well. Oh, look at that, I got it. Okay, just a nice size knife for your chopping. Now, here's why I say this is for beginners and this is for people on a budget. Because you can use Goya adobo, or you can be cheap, like I do majority of the times, and use adobo seasoning by Badia, whatever they're called. Tastes the same. You can get it with or without pepper, same like adobo from Goya. It's the same exact thing. However, since it is Thanksgiving, I'm going to use my adobo from Goya because some people have things to say about my Badia. But yeah, so you can do whatever makes you happy. Then just for a little gourmet look, I'm going to add some parsley flakes by Badia. Go hard, go little with your parsley flakes, however you want. Parsley flakes don't really give you flavor. It's just more or less a color thing. Then, I don't care what you use, but you are going to need something to store it in, depending on if you're going to refrigerate it, if you're going to freeze it, or if you're going to just be able to use it the next day because you've made it right when you need it. So I have almost a half a gallon jug right here. It's just a water bottle, honestly. But I'm going to put my broth in here, and then I'm going to refrigerate it. I might freeze it. I don't know yet. But I'm going to put it in here, and that will be my storage, pretty much. And it has a nice little cap for it. Yeah. So, last thing you're going to need is a deep pot. I know I cooked too much, so mine just scraped at the bottom. But you need a deep pot, enough because you're not just searing your wings, you're also boiling broth in it. So you want them to cook down. Your turkey wings should be real tender and soft when you're done, so they need a lot of juice to cook in. Right. And my assistant's just sitting over here staring at me, not really assisting with anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do gonna pop open these wings. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make collard greens. Woo! I'm just gonna throw them in the pot. Yeah, there are huge pieces of wings. They're like this big. Yeah, that's like gigantic. So I'm gonna put all 4 of my little pieces in the pot. Here you go, trash lady. Thank you. And then I'm gonna take my onion. I'm just gonna chop that. Roughly, no specific sizing. Who cares? Just want to get that all done. And as you can tell, my onion was. Whoa, that music got pretty loud. It's kind of loud. Everything, my pot, was all rinsed out and prepared before time. So that's why I'm just going ahead and butchering my onion like that without having to rinse it off or anything. It was already peeled and rinsed off. So I'm just gonna throw. I'll show you what they look like. Just big chunks, really, of onion. Sorry. So as my assistant reminded me to remind you, is that when you cut your onions, you want to keep in mind that the longer they cook, because they're going to cook for about 45 minutes. So the longer you keep them cooking, they're going to deteriorate and they're going to pretty much shrink down to nothing. So you want to keep them like large sizes so that you do have a little bit of onion in your broth when you're done. If you don't want onion in your broth, you don't even have to add onion to your broth. This is just how I add it into mine, because this is just the flavors that I want to accumulate from my broth and the smoked turkey wings, and it'll all go and blend together well. So then I don't measure. So what I'll say is take your cap, if it looks like this one, and you just fill it to the ring in the middle. If you have a cap that's on the larger side, which is deeper, about this thick, you want to fill it to the bottom ring. That way, I mean, I've eyed it and it looks about the same. So, and then like I said, as you go and you let your turkey wings cook, you can always, as you add more water, taste and add to your taste. So I'm going to add to your likings. Thank you. Take my adobo, you can't see that, and I'm going to throw it in the bowl. Alright. Then, since the parsley is just to make it pretty, I'm going to add some now, because it's going to break down. I'll give my broth a nice pretty color, and then I'll add some later, so that I can keep them in there. Then, you just want to add a lot of water so that it covers the turkey wings. So I'm going to get my water. I'm going to start adding it. And I like to keep my water warm. I don't like it to be freezing cold because the turkey wings are already like halfway frozen. And I don't like to make them hot because then you can half cook the wing before it even starts cooking. And I don't know if that qualifies it for salmonella or whatever the hell else. But I'm okay on that. I'll just go ahead and put my warm water. And you just pour it over the wings until they're covered. Don't worry about it being too much water. Don't worry about it being too little water. At any time, you can add water if you feel like your wings aren't soft enough. Now, the reason why you're looking for your wings to be soft is because the softer they get, the more juice that they let out. As the meat loosens up, you're going to get the juice and you're going to get the flavor from the bone, the core of it, and you're going to get more of a lasting and powerful flavor. And, I mean, you can buy broths in the store. I actually have some chicken broth, which I am going to use with my broth that I made. But, I don't know what's at right now. I have so much crap. No, I don't have it in front. Okay, well, anyway, I did buy chicken broth. Um, and you can use it. You can buy beef broth, turkey broth, however you like to do it. This is just, it's more, it saves you more money. You get more out of it. You can make as many gallons or half a gallons of broth as you want out of one pack of 398 turkey wings or neck bones or whatever, however you want to use them. So after you get that covered like that, you're gonna crank your fire. I'm actually gonna move it to this side. You're gonna crank your fire almost all the way up. Actually, I'm gonna crank mine all the way up. And then you just want to get a lid. Oh, smoke. Let's get my lid out first. Alright, well, I'm going to find a lid. I'm going to cover that. In about 35 minutes, I'm going to come back to you guys and I'm going to show you what my turkey wings look like so far. Alright? Stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, so it's been about 35 minutes, a little bit longer. So I lied to you guys. It's been 35 minutes, but at the 30-minute mark, I took out my first amount of juice, and I actually already put it in my water bottle because I didn't want my turkey turkey wings to get too soft, because I just remembered that I'm not only making my collard greens with them, which they're going to boil down even more, but then I'm also going to make my stuffing with them and then put a little bit in my gravy. So I need the turkey wings to hold up for me a little bit. So, as you can see, it's over here on the stove, boiling away. Boil. And I want to show you the texture of the turkey wing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it out of the pot, and I'm just going to show you. No, it's okay. I should be able to do this part. It's just huge. You can't even get it out. It's so freaking big. Alright. Got it. Alright. So this is my turkey wing. And when I first started, it's so smoky, sorry. When I first started, it was a lot tougher. And now if you can see, you can just like pull the meat off. And you can just like play with it. Because it's just... So. Not so much. So, I'm going to take it and throw it back in my pot. And then I'm going to show you how I get the juice out of the pot to put it in my water bottle. Go back in there. You can't use the sink. So I'm gonna take my big bowl, my mixing bowl, and I'm just gonna set it on the aisle next to my I'm gonna do it sideways so you can see. Next to my pot, and then when I shut that off now, when I pull the pot up, I can just tilt it slowly so that your wings don't flop down into the bowl and it splashes up and gets you somewhere and it hurts like hell. It will hurt. So you get out as much juice as you can. I'm not gonna put that on the same aisle because my wings will start to fry. Now, depending on what kind of bottle you're using, you can let this cool down, or you can just put it straight into it. Because that's my water bottle and I actually do use it, I'm going to let this cool off just so that I don't chance melting it. So put that aside. I have some foil from the first time that I made my first batch. Just gonna put that over it. I'm gonna leave a little corner open so that it gets some air. I'm gonna leave that there. Now, I'm gonna make a separate video for my greens, but since I haven't bought my greens from the store this year. My landlord is actually growing them. So I have a few pieces of green leaves. I'll show you them here in my sink. Oh, you can't see them. In my sink, I have a little bit more in there. And because they were outside and it's really dirty, we actually seen some spiders just getting them off the plant. Why are you staring at me? I have them soaking in just some dish detergent, some Ajax dish detergent, and they've been in here soaking for about 15 minutes by now, right? Like 15 minutes. I'm gonna let them sit for half an hour. I'm gonna rinse them off really good. I'm gonna scrub them, and then I'm gonna put them back in some more soap water and let them sit for another half an hour. Then what I'll do is I'll give them a half an hour in vinegar. I'll let them sit in that, and then I'll clean them off for the final time, rinse them real good, and then I'm going to devein them because I don't really like too many veins. I'm going to devein them, chop them up the way I like them, and then I'm going to cut up some of the veins to keep, just so that it's good in my pot, and then I'm gonna put them in the freezer and let them freeze. But that'll be a separate video. I just wanted you guys to know why I couldn't do anything in my sink and why I couldn't throw spoons in my sink. But that is that. I hope your broth comes out lovely. And remember, you can boil as much water as you want to make as much broth as you want. This was just my first one. And then the next one that I just did will probably fill this up, and that'll probably be good for me because, like I said, I have the chicken broth that I'm going to also incorporate into it, into my different things that I'm going to use the broth for. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be making a plenty more because I'm going to be cooking a lot this Thanksgiving. And leave me messages, comments, and questions if you have any. Thanks.
As we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together.